Good morning. It's heading up to 12 minutes past 7 o'clock. I'm Sue Smith, sitting in for Joanne Vrakis. There is a new version of Chat GPT available, new and improved, as you might expect. It can do lots of things for you, but it might also beat you at chess. Chris Abel talks tech with us on Sundays, and he joins us now on the line. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Sue.
So just what can this new Chat GPT do?
Right. Chat GPT-5, so 5 is the new number, has better reasoning in terms of when you start to use it and you have a conversation with it about trying to do different tasks and stuff like that. It's going to have a better job of understanding what it is that you're asking for. It also has the ability to do tasks on your behalf. So you can, say, this is something I'm interested in. Can you please look out for it? And then when you get the information, just take care of that task for me. It's going to be able to do that. And then also it has new safety features, because this has been a concern that sometimes Chat GPT could give you advice, and it turns out to be something that could be actually quite dangerous. It's asking you to use a chemical or to eat something that's actually poisonous. Mm-hmm. Doing a better job of sort of realizing that, you have to look out or be careful about the kind of advice that's being given.
Mm-hmm. But it also can be quite smart. I mean, it took part in a chess tournament.
Yes, this is interesting. So there's researchers, what they do is they use chess as a way to try to assess all the different AIs that are out there. And so they had a tournament amongst the 8 most popular artificial intelligences. And so OpenAI took first place. In fact, they were unbeaten against the other 7 AIs. Second place went to Grok, which is the name of the AI that Elon Musk uses for X, formerly Twitter.
Right.
And third place went to Gemini, which is Google's AI, the one they use for their Android Pixel phones.
Okay, so OpenAI is still taking first place in that kind of software. Let's talk about robots, Chris, because there's the world's first consumer robot store and restaurant has opened.
This is crazy. So yes, China is very proud of the fact that they're leading the world in terms of robotic design, and specifically the transition from industrial robots, arms that kind of assemble cars and things like that, to more consumer, more commercial robots. And so to showcase this fact, they've just opened up a brand new store in Beijing that has, you walk in, there's 100 different types of robots all put on display. It's kind of like, a showcase room that you would have for a car dealership. But this time, when you walk in, it's all different types of robots from 200 different brands. That's how many different companies are out there making robots for sale. And they range in price from, say, $278 all the way up to tens of thousands of dollars. You have robots that can simply pick something up and carry it for you. And then you have robots, they have a robotic recreation of Albert Einstein, for example.
And do they all look like humans? I mean, I understand humanoids, but some look really more lifelike than others, I guess.
Yes. So in this case, the main selection is towards humanoid, those who are going to be able to kind of enter into your home to be able to do different tasks, household tasks, things like that. Yeah. What I love is that as soon as you leave the store, if you go next door, there's a restaurant there that's now run by the very same robots you just saw on display. So it's to give you an experience of just how capable these robots are. You walk in, and then there's a different robot that takes you through the task of sitting you down and giving you a meal. There's a robot that greets you. There's a robot that is a bartender. There's a robot that is your waiter. There are robots that come and clean the dishes off the table. While you're sitting there having your meal, there's a robot band that's playing up on a stage. And then occasionally a robot comedian comes out and tells stand-up comedy.
I don't know why, but I was thinking of that bar in Star Wars, in the first one where they go in and there's all these different crazy beings. Yeah, but they're not cooking yet, Chris.
Well, they are preparing. So they have snack robots. So you can go over to a robot and they'll make you pancakes, for example, and another robot that's actually preparing different types of coffee. So they are again, it's still early days, but it's interesting because it really does signal the fact that we're getting to a consumer level now. This is something they're trying to sell it to us, not just to companies for industrial use, but for us to take home.
Well, yeah, I guess that's only a matter of time. I'm interested that Lancôme, of course, it's industrial, I guess, but I don't know, it seems like a funny fit. Lancôme has a robot in Paris that is working for it.
Yes. So this is interesting in that L'Oreal has become a major tech company. A couple of years ago, I actually went to Paris to visit and check out their secret labs.
Whoa.
And,
what do you mean there's secret labs?
Secret labs in Paris. So not only is there a set of labs, but they have their own shopping mall. So this is a fake shopping mall. It's not open to the public, but when you walk in, it's all full of stores in which they test out different scenarios. So I got to go in and be a fake consumer walking around in these different stores and seeing all these future products and services that they were testing out.
Wow. Like what?
So, for example, they've gotten into major tech in terms of being able to test. One was called Sensation. And so this is where they sit you down, they put an EEG headset on my head, and then they gave me 6 different scents to try out, and they would measure my brainwave activity in response to those scents.
That's crazy.
To then tell me what kind of fragrances or scents my brain prefers. So they found out that my brain likes any kind of perfume or scent that is based off of plants or ferns, but does not like the scents or the colognes that are based on more oriental flavors and scents, for example.
And did you know that already, or did your brain tell you different things than you felt?
I did not know that.
Wow.
I mean, so this was all kind of a surprise.
Yeah.
And so what's interesting is I saw that was a couple of years ago before it got rolled out. Now there are certain stores around the world that actually have that as a service. And so at the Champs-Élysées main store for Lancôme, when you walk in and you have that experience, afterwards you can walk across the room and they've got a little tiny artificial rose garden and a robotic arm. After you type in the scent, this is my scent, I want plants, ferns, the robot arm then plucks out an artificial rose that has been actually treated with that very scent, and it hands it to you to take home. So that you've now got, instead of a test strip, you've actually got a little rose that you can bring home, a pink rose, because it's Lancôme.
Yeah.
But it actually smells like that scent that your EEG headset said, that's the one your brain likes.
Okay, except isn't your brain going to be confused if it's a rose that doesn't smell like a rose by any other name?
I guess so. But, I guess it's a stylized rose from Lancôme.
Wow. All right. Well, robots are everywhere. Chris, thank you so much.
All right. Take care.
Bye. That's Chris Abel. We talk tech with him every Sunday. And it seems to me like it's just more and more robots just everywhere, even Lancôme.